Thursday morning at the Eastfield Mall can sometimes be quieter than the library. Except for the sound of footsteps.
Erica didn't have to wait long for her son. Right after speaking with her, 22 News caught on camera their emotional reunion.
12 to 18 inches of snow here in Palmer, the biggest storm we've seen so far this year. But inside the day and night diner right off of Main Street, everyone's staying nice and warm.
That renovation cycle now complete with the overhaul of center court and the screen here behind me, but that doesn't mean that the hall is over improving. They're constantly working to get new artifacts of the game into the Hall of Fame, including this, the newest artifact, the shoes worn by Donovan Mitchell just over a month ago when he scored 71 points against the Chicago Bulls.
Well, you can't beat beautiful views like this while you're boating, and here at Brunel's Marina, they had a very busy boating season last year, even during the pandemic, and they're expecting more of the same this year. However, something interesting they pointed out is the fact that it's so hard to purchase a boat right now.
First responders are checking out the buildings behind me after a partial roof collapse here on West Street. I'm going to go ahead and take a step out of the shot so you can go ahead and see there's bricks on the ground. There's plenty of debris. Firefighters just currently were picking up a large piece of roof on the second building. There was a power line down that was just put back up. And as you can see that there is just plenty of debris.
And tonight, Democrats had quite a bit to celebrate, just wrapping up on those festivities here. Maura Healey claiming victory, something historic here, not just in the Commonwealth, but also in the nation, as she becomes the first lesbian governor that is out in the country.
See, the biggest issue here tonight is the bitter cold temperatures and also the wind. The wind is a big problem. I noticed that on my drive here on the Mass Pike. We're at the Ludlow rest area. I also want you to take a look here because you can see some people are out getting some gas. We haven't noticed a lot of people stopping. I think a lot of people are trying to maybe do that earlier in the evening.
There is a lot of confusion and frustration amongst passengers here at Bradley International Airport. And if you take a look at this board right here, you can still see that it is riddled with delays and cancellations. And after what happened during the holidays, travelers are getting fed up.
A string of swatting telephone threats made across the state both yesterday and today, and it seems to be a national trend as well. Here at Chicopee High School, police did treat this as an active threat to ensure the safety of school staff and students.
It's a simple gesture that has a big impact, giving out peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to the homeless in Holyoke. Susan Picard and Richard Baer have been taking this on, one loaf of bread at a time, every day for the past 4 years. It's an endeavor that starts in their kitchen with supplies purchased with their own money, and the results have been nourishing for everyone.
We share some of the joys and sorrows that our friends are experiencing out there.
Picard, who grew up in Holyoke, credits her parents for instilling the importance of giving back to the community. She adds that although some of the people they feed may have problems with addiction, they are not here to judge, but to help.
It's hard out there. It's hard, but they're good people.
Picard and Baer have a route they follow in their car, marked with a Spread the Love sign. They greet friends with a sandwich, a bottle of water, a pair of socks, sometimes a hug.
Great people. I consider them family. Some of them hard days, those sandwiches save you.
Sometimes passing out the sandwiches becomes personal. Picard has a son who suffers from mental illness, addiction, and is homeless in Colorado.
He has to help himself, and I know that. These folks know that. But I guess, and this is not why we initiated this, but I hope someone is kind to him. Just kind. They don't have to give him a peanut butter sandwich, but just be kind.
You're out here, you're bored, you have nobody. Everybody thinks you're the lower part of the chain. Then you have wonderful people like these where they at least stop and talk to you or stuff like that.
Feeds our souls as much as we feed them the peanut butter and jelly. Yeah.
15th head coach of the New England Patriots, Gerard Mayo.
A new era of leadership is officially underway for the Patriots. Gerard Mayo was formally introduced at Gillette Stadium on Wednesday, just days after legendary Bill Belichick's departure was announced.
I'm not trying to be Bill. I'm not trying to be Bill.
Though crediting Belichick as a great mentor, Mayo focused on his vision for the future, describing his leadership style as that of a gardener's.
Gardeners really don't grow anything. They just make sure the soil is right. They grab the weeds out there. They water it every day, and whatever grows, grows.
Now Mayo will have his work cut out for him in the offseason, coming off of a 4-13 record from the 2023 regular season.
Fans tell 22 News they think the change will be beneficial for the team.
Gerard Mayo is a well-respected kind of like a player coach, and I think it's going to have a lot of positive reaction from the team.
Patriots CEO Robert Kraft confident in his pick for Belichick's replacement.
I think we're ready to kick butt.
Raging rivers and flooded roadways.
I've never seen it this high. It's almost a little scary.
Heightening worries in Hampshire County on Monday.
I don't think I've ever seen it like this in the years that I've been here.
This time of year, when I was a kid growing up, we would have snow already.
Mike Ryan has lived in Florence his whole life, his backyard saturated in the matter of just an hour.
It started about 9 o'clock. We looked out the window and we probably had about 5 or 6 feet of water in that little creek that goes by the house.
What's typically a small creek with lots of farmland has transformed into looking more like a river or a lake due to this storm.
I don't know. I find it very interesting. I run out, I take a lot of pictures. I send them to people who I've lived here my whole life and who used to live here, and we didn't have these before global warming.
Though a sight to see, other area residents expressed a similar concern.
Major climate change, it's really sad. I know that the planet goes through this, but I think we the humans are really much to blame for all of this.